Hey everyone, I'm Rick Black.
And I'm Zach White.
This is Black and White Reviews.
Han Solo trailer.
Well, it's Star Wars. Star Wars story. Okay,
whatever
right.
it is, it shouldn't even be a trailer.
Oh well,
to begin
listen.
with,
Okay, first off,
Black and White Reviews, Black and White Reviews. Hey, Black and White Reviews, Black and White Reviews.
we're gonna watch the extended trailer that's on YouTube. Okay, and then we're gonna react to it. We've already kind of talked about Jedi, and we know how Mr. White feels, and he's prejudiced against all
Disney Star Wars,
and which he should be, but we're gonna get into that. So let's watch it,
right,
and then we can react to it. We watched the two so far trailers that are put out for Solo, a Star Wars story. Now, before we get into this, I'm not much about the comic books or the graphic novels or canon, anything that's been in there. So I'm going to let you lead off this, and I want to, before you go into how you feel about it, what do you need out of this Solo movie that was in the canon for this movie to work?
I don't need the movie. I don't want. No, stop.
What was
I don't want the movie.
So listen, I only know the Solo, the cinematic Solo. So I don't know. Well, I don't really know much about it.
You just watched the trailer.
Correct.
Right? Did that look like Han Solo to you?
Well, okay. So let's talk a little bit about the history of this movie. So who were the original directors? Manshot is never ready when you need him. You know that? Manshot will let you down.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller.
Okay, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. They started off, they were famous for the Lego Batman and... No, that wasn't...
They did Lego Movie, they did 21 Jump Street.
Okay, they did Lego Movie, 21.
Chance of Meatballs.
Okay. So they made comedy movies, right? So then Disney, to paraphrase the story, the Disney comes in and sees what they've done and is very upset about the direction of the movie, right? So they come in, and who's the new director? It's Ron Howard. So Ron Howard takes over, and he's got to take the direction that they started and go with it, right? He's going to have to pull this movie together. So Solo, the actor they picked, may not be he's going to probably be confused. I would imagine you're going to see kind of two different tones of this movie, because they started with one direction of it having too much comedy, and then it's going to be changed over. And I don't know, we're really not going to know how much has been changed from the original version, but from the initial reaction when I'm watching this trailer, I think we're going to be fine. I think that I know what scares me is that they haven't been promoting the movie. When does the movie come out?
Memorial Day,
So it comes out Memorial Day. What else comes out Memorial Day? Deadpool. Does Deadpool come out?
Deadpool is 2 weeks after.
2 weeks after, okay. So we're a couple months away from Memorial Day, right? And they haven't been promoting the movie, and there's been a lot of fear about that. But I watched this trailer, and I'm okay. It's gonna be great. You got a lot of fear. There's been a lot of gossip about it, but they're gonna pull it together. He may not be the perfect Han Solo, but I think they're gonna be able to carry him enough where it's gonna be. I think we're gonna be just fine. I think your hate on Disney is way too far. I think you need to appreciate what Disney's doing for you, and in the direction they're going. And they're gonna protect this franchise, and they're gonna protect it properly.
They're not protecting it. They're sabotaging it. They're trying to kill it off.
Kill it off.
They're trying to kill it off. And
I'm sorry.
Manshot wants to interrupt.
Manshot wants to interject with a Manshot moment.
Okay. Infinity War is May 4th. Deadpool 2 is May 18th, and Solo's a week after.
Okay. So Solo, when it opens, will still lose the Infinity Wars that on its opening, but
it won't.
No, Solo's gonna lose the Infinity War.
Not by
because Infinity. you know, I don't. We'll do Infinity Wars. Like,
Sure.
let's get to this right now.
Mm-hmm.
In our James Harrison review,
Yeah.
you likened Harrison leaving the Steelers to sort of a ex relationship that he
Sure.
had, right?
Yep. Yep.
And you talked just now about how Disney's protecting this movie, that they're not exposing it to a lot of. This is the girl. This is the relationship. Since you want to put it on, this is the one that you kind of like her, but you know what? I don't think I'm gonna bring her around the boys. I'm gonna kind of keep her in the background.
So this is your moped.
Yeah, like this one. This one.
Is your moped.
I
Okay.
kind of like her, but you know what? Man,
So your initial reaction.
she's not super hot, but I don't really.
Yeah, it's your moped. You don't
know
want to get
what?
caught riding.
Okay. This is. They should be embarrassed. If this is what they're gonna, they should be embarrassed. Disney should be embarrassed. Kathleen Kennedy, she has to go.
Kathleen Kennedy, she needs to lose her job.
No, she has to lose her job.
Okay.
She has to lose, and in order to save the franchise, she has to. That's not Han Solo.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know who he is. I mean, he doesn't talk like Han Solo. He doesn't look like Han Solo.
Yeah, but
He was supposed to.
hold on.
That was the purpose. They said they wanted somebody like Harrison Ford.
So
Manshot, did he look like Harrison Ford or sound like Harrison Ford to you?
No, not at all.
Okay. He didn't look Weasley enough.
Well,
he
listen,
didn't look scoundrel enough.
But they didn't show you anything of him. They did that on purpose. They want to keep the mystique to it. But listen, they didn't show you anything. They showed you enough of the other stuff, the Flash. But they're protecting it, and I don't know.
They're not protecting it. Listen, when you saw Han Solo for the first time right, in Star Wars,
Yeah.
and you saw him go to the cantina, Mos Eisley or whatever, right? This, this sort of, as Obi-Wan said, this sort of place of villainy and all these things that are going on, right?
Sure.
This scoundrel-like guy.
Correct.
This pilot. What did you see just now? You saw no. You saw a guy that's and I get it. He was going to join the.
But that's in the canon. That's in the canon, right? That
he was going
Manshot, is that in the canon?
Yeah.
That's in the canon.
Right.
Okay, so you can't knock that part.
What I'm knocking is what they gave us in that trailer concerns me that we're going to see another Revenge of the Jedi-like movie. Okay. That's going to stray so far from what we know and love about a character that Han Solo is going to be unrecognizable. Unrecognizable to a point that is going to diminish what Harrison Ford created. What he brought to us for all these years. We're now going to put, what's his name, Eisenreich or whatever. What's the guy's name? The Han Solo actor. I think it's Eisenreich or something like that.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah.
Alden.
Ivan
Ehrenreich.
I'm not gonna.
You might as well put Ivan Drago. Right? I mean, this is gonna be bad.
Okay.
Let's
do this because we're talking about a trailer, so we can only go off what we've seen, and we're debating. I don't think Disney would have put this movie out in the spotlight if it was done. If they thought this movie was cooked, because they've been the criticism on Last Jedi. There's been a lot of criticism, so there's a lot of fear that this movie that will lower the momentum that they had coming out of. From the beginning, okay? So, with that being said, we can't rank. All we can say is, let's do two parts on this. Because for us to give a proper ranking or review is unfair. Because what we're talking about is two TV spots.
Right.
So
I'm fair. I agree with you on that.
There's three questions we need answered. I want to answer. And what do you think it's going to do box office week? So you think Avengers, Infinity War. Hold on.
So we have Avengers,
Deadpool
3 weeks before, and Deadpool's 1 week before.
Yeah.
So Avengers, then Deadpool, then
Avengers, then a week, then Deadpool.
So it will, when it comes out,
correct.
Infinity Wars will be number 1. And I'm talking opening weekend.
Okay.
All right. Infinity Wars will still be number 1.
Okay.
Deadpool will be number 2, and Solo will be number 3.
Okay.
It's
what do you, dollars wise? What do you think?
Man, opening weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know what the dollar's gonna be, but I'll say this: it's gonna be shocking how poor it's gonna be. It's gonna be record poor.
Record poor.
Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind.
So
how bad
we have a job, right? And we keep talking about this of protecting people. So I'm gonna throw out my thing. I think it's gonna be fun because you're talking about the third week Infinity War. There's no way Infinity War is doing 110,000, 130,000 by week 3. That would be amazing. That would be
130,000.
Excuse me, 130
million.
Yeah, 130 million.
So
hold on. So this movie is doing 110, 115. It's doing it's doing it because as much
110 million.
Yeah, it's doing it. It's doing it because the name Star Wars still garners respect. And this movie, once the critic reviews come out, and the problem is the critic reviews aren't going to be trusted because of The Last Jedi. You know, the critics raved The Last Jedi, and then the fandoms came out. But I'm going to tell you right now, you and the rest of the fanboys need to know you want it to be bad, but you're going to go see if it's bad.
Why don't I want it to be
You want
bad?
it to be.
No, I don't
because
want it to be bad.
because you have this idea that Disney's ruining your precious franchise, and without believing it's the salvation. Disney's the salvation of the franchise. So I'm projecting it's going to go out. Deadpool in its second week. You're telling me Deadpool is going to be pulling what?
Yes.
60 million by then?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
No. This is coming out. This is going to come out. It's going to be tough to do 100 million, but it's doing 110 because its name alone. Manshot's shaking his head.
It's coming nowhere near 100.
We'll see. Well,
okay.
This is what we're going to do. This is what I vow to the fans right now. We're going to do a live reaction. We'll see it. We'll see it opening.
All right.
And we'll do a live stream and react to it immediately. That way we can get out there because it's hard for us to protect the fans on a trailer. Because right now we're just looking at what they've showed us and we're making speculation. For this movie to work, and I want you to chime in on this part. This is the last part I want to wrap this up on. For this movie to work is not so much that Solo has to be great, is the backstory has to be nailed to the can. You're putting a lot of speculation on how he's going to be as Han. He doesn't need to be Harrison Ford because the person you were, 15 years ago isn't the person you are now. So he doesn't need to be spot on Han Solo, what you saw from that point. So what does this movie need to you to be good? What do you need from this movie for it to be a success?
I really don't know if there's anything that it can do.
Nothing.
All right, I don't think so. And this is my thing. I think the biggest loser of this trailer and perhaps this movie is going to be J.J. Abrams. And I think that because after the Rian Johnson debacle,
our savior,
the debacle,
our savior,
mixed along with the true evil empire of Kathleen Kennedy.
Okay.
And now this. So you're gonna have 2 consecutive bad movies. Okay.
Well, not bad. I mean, we could say what we want about The Last Jedi, but financially it wasn't bad. You can't say $1 billion movie's bad.
But that's the point because it made $1 billion.
So does this movie hit $1 billion?
There's no way. It's
no way.
It's not gonna get nowhere near. Okay. Look, at the end of the day, Daredevil's gonna. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Deadpool.
Deadpool is gonna make more money than this movie.
Okay. Well, it's not because it's rated R. And
Deadpool's gonna make more money.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
But the point is, Kennedy and Johnson killed the franchise.
Well,
and so they're gonna feed us all type of fan service, and they're gonna give us all type of, they're gonna give us Chewie, they're gonna give us glorious images of the Falcon. They're gonna do everything they can to try to bring up some of that nostalgia that us fanboys really have.
Yeah.
And it's going to fail. And J.J. Abrams is going to. Oh man,
I'm so confident. You guys are thinking with your emotions, and I'm the only one that's really put logic at this. I think you're so way off base. If this movie was what if you're saying this movie was going to do 60 or 70 million,
yes,
they would postpone it till December. They would have, because it'd be cheaper for them to push off. But no, they know it's not going to do as much as Last Jedi. It's not, because what did Rogue One do?
It ended up with over $1 billion.
So
it did $500 million.
Okay,
but the only thing that
it's gonna fall. It's gonna be within the Star Wars stories. It's gonna be right there.
This is gonna be the lowest. This is gonna be the lowest.
We'll see. It's gonna hit $1 billion. You're gonna have to apologize. And Manshot's gonna have to apologize.
I'm not gonna have to apologize.
And then everybody.
The only thing I'm really sorry about is that Kylo Ren wasn't born during this time.
Oh, you want
to went in and killed this Han Solo before he even got to stuff, because he needed to kill this Eisenreich. What's his name, Neil?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Ivan Drago. He should have killed Ivan Drago before he was able to.
Once again, I'm speechless. You've got me. You walk off.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'll wrap this one up. Remember, fans, whether you agree with me or disagree, this is my argument right now. Is we're gonna have to wait and see, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna wait for Mr. White to get down and just bow, not only just to me, but to all my black supporters out there. So
and I'm watching this from the other side.
Yeah, and Mr. White
looks more foolish than what he sounds right now.
So White's just disgusted, and so I'm gonna wrap this up.
God.
This is for Mr. White. I'm Rick Black, and this is Black and White.
Zero man shots.
He gave it 0 man shots, which he really can't rate it. We didn't want a rating, but he gave his rating 0. I'm very excited. I think they're wrong. We got $1 billion movie here, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, welcome to the channel with the coolest guys I know. They review movies and all that. Let me introduce you to the host. Got Rick Black, but he's the white guy. Zach White, and he's the black guy. Try not to get confused. Hit subscribe and stay tuned to the Black and White Reviews. Black and White Reviews. Hey, Black and White Reviews. Black and White Reviews. Yeah, with the coolest dudes. Come and join the crew. Yeah, this is Black and White Reviews. Black and White Reviews. Hey, subscribe to the channel.